12 Investigators exclusive. We've discovered a local lawmaker moonlighting for the city he represents for about $150 an hour in taxpayers' money. We've also learned that the city of Warwick is investigating whether or not proper bidding procedures were followed. Target 12 investigator Walt Buteau is in the newsroom now with details.
Warwick City Council member Raymond Gallucci was the subcontractor for a mostly FEMA-funded cleanup after Tropical Storm Irene. Target 12 has learned the city solicitor is looking into the details of how that contract was awarded, and we're also told the Ethics Commission could get involved. After hundreds of trees and power lines were knocked down by Irene, Warwick used a bid process called emergency procurement to pick 16 companies from its list of vendors. The cleanup cost more than $700,000 according to the city, and CP Watson was paid about $21,000 of that. Target 12 has learned that almost half of CP Watson's total went to City Council Finance Committee Chairman Raymond Gallucci. He was paid by CP Watson as a subcontractor to operate his front-end loader during about 6 days of cleanup. Gallucci would not talk on camera, but did tell us he was paid just over $9,600 for about 60 hours of work. And he says this off camera: "I didn't seek the job. They came to me. I didn't think I did anything wrong." The Ethics Commission does not comment on potential investigations, but an attorney for the organization did tell us under Rhode Island law, an elected official cannot use his position to benefit financially and cannot accept no-bid contracts.
Any questions from committee?
We were told Gallucci's $9,600 no-bid subcontract may fall into a gray area. But Common Cause Rhode Island reminds us the Ethics Commission can investigate if there's an appearance of a conflict of interest.
And certainly there seems to be the appearance of a conflict here where somebody, an elected official is doing business with the city that they're elected to represent.
Target 12 filed a Freedom of Information request to get the list of vendors the city used during the cleanup, and a second FOI to obtain CP Watson's past contracts with the city and Gallucci's voting record on those contracts. We found out CP Watson was awarded a $7,000 contract for mulch in 2007. The councilman emphasizes that his vote is not connected to his recent work with CP Watson, and when we asked if he thought there was anything wrong with accepting a subcontract for almost $10,000, he shook his head, saying, quote, "If I thought I violated any ethics law, I wouldn't have done it." Gallucci did get charged with shoplifting in 2006 when he admitted taking about $35 worth of seafood from this East Greenwich grocer. He apologized, citing health and family problems for, quote, "making a mistake." The charge was eventually dropped. So far, no one has filed an actual ethics complaint against Councilman Gallucci, but we're also told that the Ethics Commission could launch an investigation on its own. We also reached out to CP Watson, but so far have not heard back from that company. With the Target 12 investigators, Walt Buteau, Eyewitness News.